I'm actually getting a little nervous. I didn't think I would be really very nervous, but I've always been a little bit wary of dogma and people telling you what to do or how to do it. And I'm worried how strict this might be. If I know they're like, you can't have cell phones, you can't have books, you have to wear comfy clothes, you have to stick to the schedule, you can't leave before the 10 days are up. It's not that I think that I will want to leave, but I guess it's just I'm not a big fan of rules. Okay, so I'm getting pretty close. I'm about 30 minutes away from the meditation center. I am way out in the prairie, I guess, outside of Denver area. I'll give you a little look. There's not a lot around. So I'm pretty happy that I quit my job. Why would you be happy? I'm saying I quit my job because I didn't really want to be there for the first job that I lost, and then the second job that I lost, it was more that they let me go, but it was a temporary job anyway, and I didn't like the way I left, but I'm fine with the fact that I left. And you know, even when I've worked at really cool organizations, really neat nonprofits doing really good work, I've just found that after a little while, I don't want to be there anymore. I don't like the feeling of the 9 to 5. And I'm wondering, have you guys felt that too? Is that something, does anybody else share that like, it's not really about what you're doing, it's about the structure behind it, the structure of what you're doing? That's what just gets to me, I think. Desk job, 9 to 5, that's structure. And I think that's what's scaring me a little bit about this meditation is structure. And I get really nervous when someone's like, you have to do this thing. And I almost always shut off when someone says, you have to do this thing. So I guess I'm happy that I left the job because I figured that I'm still pretty young, but at the same time, I'm not getting any younger. I'm definitely getting older. And while I hope that the majority of my life is ahead of me, there's this one sentiment that Henry David Thoreau put out there in his book Walden. He wanted to front only the essentials in life. He said that he didn't want to come to his time of death, whenever that may be, tomorrow, 10 years from now, and discover that he hadn't lived. We're all gonna leave this place at some point, and wouldn't it just be the worst thing if when we come to that moment just before death and we know it's coming, and you think, gosh, this is not what I expected. This isn't what I wanted. I don't know if I really lived. That just seemed, that terrifies me. You know, if not now, when? People are out there doing jobs that they love. They're making the life that they want. Why not try to do what you want to do? If you fail, you're only going to be back where you are right now. So why not just try? Especially if you are lucky enough to have the privilege to try. If you are willing to live simply, if you prioritize yourself and the way you want to live over money, even just for a short while, like a couple weeks, see if I can make my living feel like a living and not feel like work. Not of work as in like literally physical work or mental work. That's great. You should want to work. The problem is that work has become like a bad word, right? Oh, I'm going to work today, or I can't wait to get off work. It's kind of crazy to me that people can't wait to get off of work to go live their life. 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, not living your life just so you can get off work to eat dinner, maybe watch some TV, go to bed. I want work to feel like living. I want work and living to be synonymous. All animals put forth effort to survive, so you have to do that. But why not make that act of surviving something you want to do? Isn't that like the benefit of being a human and not a bird or something? That like birds can't decide, hey, I'd really rather be, I'd like to be a writer. It's amazing that humans are able to say, what would I like my vocation in life to be? I mean this, quit your job and go do that thing. And worst case scenario, if everything fails and you hit this point where you're like, you know what, I tried everything I can think of, and I physically or mentally cannot put more effort towards this thing, I have to go do something else. If you get to that point, you did your due diligence in life then, and you can be proud of yourself. I don't want to come to my death or my old age and realize that I missed out, and that I don't want to have regret. I don't want to feel like I should have tried something. I think that's partly changing your perspective, and I think that's partly having the guts to go try something new and not be afraid of failing. It's not about this like manifest destiny thing where you got to just will it into being, do your thing, and then it's going to happen. No, you might fail, but like, wouldn't you rather try and fail than not try at all? I would. Here we are. So I'm here, and I'm not sure what it's gonna be like. I will check back in 10 days. See you later.